fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating Black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another Black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect.
So apparently there's this TikTok trend that's been, making rounds where Black women are saying that the moment they stopped dating Black men and they started dating white men, they've been happier and their whole life became stress-free, as in their happiness just multiplied like pure water. So they said things like white men are straightforward, they are very intentional with love, they communicate, they don't play games. Meanwhile, some of them said that with Black men, you'll be suffering, carrying relationship on your head for years. They'll expect you to act like their wives, even while you're just a girlfriend. And then one day, the guy, that's the Black person, will just vanish and he will not marry you and he'll marry someone else. Anyways, let's watch some of those videos and we'll be right back to discuss it.
I only date white men. I don't like Black men because of some reason. The white men are straightforward with love. If he doesn't like you, he will tell you he doesn't like you. If he's just using you, at least from day one, you know he was using you. And you go for it knowing that you're going for what you know. But a Black man, he will want to use you, but he won't tell you directly. He'll first use you, then later, he will tell you by actions. He won't even say it. He won't reply your messages. He'll just ghost you.
And how many times have you been ghosted by a Black man?
Since I've grown up from here, Uganda, obviously from high school, I'm Ugandan. If I say I don't date Black men, it doesn't mean that I don't like, I'm a racist. It simply means I'm not interested.
Preference.
Yeah. My first man was a Black man. I've tested left and right and prefer right.
You're still attracted to Black men.
For satisfaction, it's not bad to go for a Black man. Yes.
She said, white is right, bro. She's put all the Black men in a box and said, you are all like this. You can't do that.
I just don't like people downplaying Black people. I'll never come on a podcast and say, I don't like Black women, I date white women.
You won't get an Indian saying, I don't like Indians. You know what I'm saying? They won't come out and say it like that.
But I prefer if a woman's up front like this. That means we don't waste our time.
You know where you stand, innit?
We just move on.
But are you not just...
I'm happy she didn't say, I want mixed race kids. That's why I'm doing. You know, a lot of people, they fetishize
over that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have light skinned babies. That's why I want them. At least she's just saying, no, I've dated Black brothers and they've ghosted me.
As a Black woman, I'll just speak for myself. Because I don't want to, and because I don't have to. It should be that simple in 2024, but since it's not, I'll go further. I'm a Black adoptee, and I think it's very weird that Black men expect me to get online and tell the world how great they are when I'm adopted because the Black men in my family failed to protect the children. Okay? I'm not going to go too deep into that, but let's be so for real in 2024. Harassing your own race of women while you go out there and make whole basketball teams full of biracial children is crazy. I myself have a biracial child, and I just want to say it's very odd that people are harassing the mothers of biracial children and expecting our support.
Baby, I just seen this video of this lady saying that when she left BOK men alone and started dating a white T man, she said her life was so much better. She said she got to experience a more softer life. She didn't have to deal with as much trauma and a lot of things that BOK men come with. But baby, what y'all gotta understand is these white T men, they didn't have to go through the same trauma that we had to go through. Most of these men, they're set up. They have knowledge. They have businesses. They have generational wealth. A lot of us, we're starting over from square one. But one thing I refuse to do is I would never bash our men. I know what we've been through. I know that a lot of our trauma, that shit is passed down from generational stuff. But y'all can't bash her for saying that she gets to live a softer life. She don't gotta worry about as much drama and trauma as a BOK man has. Baby, them YT mans, they done grew up in happy families. They got structure. They got businesses. They got all the things that some of us BOK people are lacking. Baby, she had all the men feathers and a ruffles and a feathers. I don't know what the hell the saying is, but I know they was upset. But it's the same thing when y'all sit over here and y'all talk down about us. Y'all bash us, y'all try to put us down. And then when the roles get reversed, now y'all feel some type of way. Y'all need to step up and do more. Y'all tired of us going over there and saying we live in a softer life? Give us that soft life too. We deserve to experience that, just like y'all go over there to the white teen women and say, oh, it's better over here. They got more money. They're more happier. They actually listen. Baby, we want the same thing in return from y'all too. So I'm not even mad at her for saying that, girl, do what makes you happy. Cause baby, if you like it, we love it. I love seeing my BOK girls live a happy luxury lifestyle.
You look happier. Thanks. I stopped dating black men. Let's talk about it. And I've written down some of the comments that I saw underneath the post. No one hates us more than black men. So the white men that lynched us, raped us, ate us, put in literacy tests so that we couldn't vote, etc., they somehow hate us less than black men do? I know you don't even believe that yourself. Black men don't think about settling down until they have 38 baby mamas. If I closed my eyes and didn't look at the profile picture of that person who made that comment, I would assume it was a white dude. Honestly, I feel the same way, and I'm a Latina. White guys are just better. And now y'all got fucking women of other races joining in on this shit too. Where's my white king? I'm tired of being in the trenches. I avoid dating black men because I don't want to be on welfare. What's wrong with black men? Everything. Y'all sound like skinheads. Y'all sound like neo-Nazi, Aryan, fucking KKK members. If you have preferences, okay, whatever. Like, if you want to date white guys, that's fine. You don't have to sound like a Ku Klux Klan member while you're doing it. Like, you really don't have to. It's just so sad because a lot of this really comes down to self-hatred and how a lot of black people have trauma that they really haven't unpacked. And for whatever reason, they think that the solution to this is to date white people. I'm sorry, that's really fucking stupid. People can suck equally. There's black men that are great. There's black men that suck. There's white men that are great. There's white men that suck. I don't think that's rocket science. I don't think generalizing any group of people is fair. I don't care how bitter you are. I don't think it's fair to generalize all black men just because you've had multiple bad experiences. I don't think that's fair. I kind of just think of it like this. We don't like it when white people generalize us as a whole. So like, why would we do that to each other? It's just really disheartening. Like, every time I see one of those posts, I consistently click not interested, but I don't know what type of algorithm that these social media apps are trying to create where like they're pushing that content. But it's just so disheartening seeing like posts about like black men and black women hating each other. I don't want to see that. It sucks because this is such a long conversation. I can make this video like 30 minutes. But yeah, y'all sound weird. Like this, y'all sound like white hoods. Like, and I think it's even more sad because there was people in the comments saying like, hey, you really shouldn't say this about black men, or like, oh, well, I love black men. And y'all are calling them pygmies. I suppose. It's giving CIA agenda. Like, y'all, it's really weird. Like, can we stop talking like this, please?
So I don't think that this thing is really about race alone. You know, it's about culture, it's about expectations, it's about how some men were raised. Because if we want to be very honest, many black men grew up in environments where being emotionally available was not encouraged. It's like they learned to love with stress attached. Like, if she's not suffering, she was not going to value it, or if there's no suffering inside this thing, it will not be valued. But on the flip side, a lot of these women said that once they started being with white men, it was just easy. Okay, I like you, I love you, I want to be with you, I want to marry you. No games, no back and forth, no spiritual warfare, no prove yourself to me, just action. Now, before anybody drags me, let me just put out a disclaimer. Not all black men are like what the women explain. Not all black men are like that. Not all black men like struggle love. There are actually good black men, but the reason this conversation is trending is because a lot of women can relate to the bad side. Too many women have stories of carrying a black man like ministry work. So when these women are sharing their happiness, it's less about color and more about freedom. Freedom from begging for bare minimum, freedom from dating somebody's potential for 8 years without anything, freedom from being told you are too independent when you're actually just trying to survive. And it's making me wonder, like, do black men actually realize how much competition they are in right now? Because women are not doing suffering Olympics anymore. Nobody is waiting for 10 years to prove loyalty. Nobody is signing up for heartbreak as a culture. At the end of the day, women just want peace. They want a love that is certain. They want a love that is pure, that is soft, love that does not feel like punishment. If you're not giving it to me, someone else will. No, women don't want that kind of love. So whether it's a white man, black man, Asian man, Peruvian man, Brazilian man, whatever, if you come correct, if you are plain, open, and straightforward, any woman will fall in love with you. But if you come with stress, trust me, she's going to pack her bag and leave. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Do you agree with them? Have you dated a white man before? I'd love to hear you guys' experience in the comment section. My name is Benita. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, all the love in the world. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.